Thank you to Halfday for sponsoring. More on them later. Join me for some spring homemaking as we make an arugula pasta, spend some time in the garden, and contemplate the merits of leisure today on the Daily Connoisseur. Good morning, dear friends, and welcome back. The magnificence of spring is truly upon us. In the morning, I always try to enjoy my first sips of coffee outside. A long time ago, I wrote a 4-line poem about the first cup of coffee in the morning. That first blessed cup of inky black brew, swirled with thick cream. Oh, how I love you. Rituals in my life are deeply important. They help to anchor me. That's why I like to take my first sips of coffee outside. I take in the energy of the garden, which feels at once enigmatic and invigorating. I recently shared my experience forest bathing with you. Well, this morning coffee ritual finds me flower bathing in the energy of my flowers. They have really showed up this year in cascades of abundance. I like to start my day in front of them. The flowers immediately bring me into the peace of wild things, as Wendell Berry writes. After greeting the flowers, I like to check on my kitchen garden and see what's new, how the seeds we planted are coming up, and if anything needs to be weeded or trimmed. I make a mental note for later. I saw a reel on Instagram from Henry Ag Design, and he said, quote, "I Googled my symptoms, and it turns out I just need to be in the garden." Yeah, that's my prescription too. And now for a healthy and delicious recipe. I had an abundance of arugula, so I made a deliciously fresh pasta sauce with it. I start by placing arugula in the blender, nearly filling it all the way up, and then add some fresh herbs from the garden. This is a mix of parsley, cilantro, basil, and dill. I add 3 garlic cloves, some ground flaxseed, raw macadamia nuts, an avocado, the juice from 1 lemon, salt and pepper, olive oil, and some of the pasta water to thin this out. I also add some grated Parmesan cheese and blend it all together. Even though the blender starts out full, you can see that it blends down nicely. After tasting it, I decide to add more lemon juice, the last of my arugula, and a bit more salt and pepper. And then it's perfect. I cook some twisty pasta, and after draining it, I add this arugula sauce on top. This is such a fresh-tasting, deliciously creamy spring pasta, bursting with flavors from the garden. It's truly delicious. I improvised this recipe, but you can substitute many of the ingredients and use what you have. For example, walnuts or pine nuts would work well instead of macadamia nuts. But I do hope that you try this out. It is so delightful. I can't wait to share today's sponsor with you, which is Halfday. I just love having a delicious iced tea on a warm spring afternoon. Halfday has classic iced tea flavor with gut-healthy benefits. It's a better-for-you organic iced tea made with prebiotics, lots of flavor, and way less sugar. It's just refreshment without the junk. They launched at Whole Foods, and I recently took a trip to try the tea out for the first time. They are so good. They come in 3 different flavors that are amazing dupes for those traditional sugary iced teas. They have a green tea one that's sweetened with honey and ginseng. Their lemon flavor gets most often compared to Arizona tea. The peach one often gets compared to Snapple, yet the Halfday teas only have 3 grams of sugar, 30 calories, and only 4 grams of net carbs. These teas are nostalgic. They bring you back to your favorite sweet iced teas, but I love that they have such great ingredients and are good for you with gut-healthy benefits and 8 grams of prebiotic fiber. Right now, through the link below, you can get a can of Halfday iced tea for free. Just shop at your local Whole Foods, enter in your receipt into the link, and they'll pay you back. It's super simple. Look at these beautiful flowers and chocolates Ben and the kids got me for Mother's Day. I love this bouquet. What a composition of beauty. I'm so into flowers right now and growing them myself that I'm taking note of how this bouquet is designed. It's so dramatic and showcases each interesting flower so beautifully. And as for these truffles, I'm going to take one and thoroughly enjoy it. As busy women, how many times have you taken something delectable like a truffle and eaten it mindlessly while walking around the house doing other things? I've done this too many times. When eaten mindlessly, the specialness of the treat is diminished, and you really don't appreciate the taste or all the sensations that come along with having it. So I'm making it a point to sit down and eat this massive truffle. It's taken quite a long time, but I'm okay with that. I'm enjoying every bite. Afterward, I do some journaling. I like to check in with myself several times a day, and sometimes that looks like a bit of writing in the afternoon. As someone who has definitely run around eating leftovers off her children's plates, it feels expansive for me to exaggerate the luxury of sitting down and enjoying a truffle just because I can. Virginia Woolf said, "If you are losing your leisure, look out. It may be that you are losing your soul." Now, I know people can take this the wrong way, but I know what she meant here. When we become so busy with our obligations and to-do lists that we lose our leisure, the activities that feed our happiness and that we love to do, we can find ourselves a shell of who we once were. We can find that even sitting down to eat a truffle seems ridiculous and excessive. Oh, but it's not. Oh, but you can take time to eat a truffle, or journal, or appreciate flowers. I have been reclaiming my leisure after losing it for so long. I don't need to qualify my leisure time or justify it. I just need to unapologetically claim it and enjoy it. And I hope that if you struggle with overworking, whether it be in the home or at the workplace or both, that you come to a place of reclaiming your leisure. Don't lose it, like Virginia Woolf warns. If you've noticed my pretty pearls, I wanted to end on sharing some of Gingy Berry's beautiful Spring 2024 collection with you. Gingy Berry have beautiful, high-quality pearls at great price points. They're also packaged beautifully and make excellent gifts. My necklace is the Under the Cloud Baroque Pearl Necklace. I love the toggle clasp. This delicate bracelet is called the Ballet Ribbon. It's very understated but pretty. And then these Luna and Meteor earrings are so cool. They can be worn many different ways because you can adjust the length of the chain. So I will leave Gingy Berry and our discount codes down below. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you make the pasta, let me know, and also I'd love to hear your thoughts on losing your leisure. Have you lost it? Are you reclaiming it? Let us know in the comments. Thank you to Halfday for sponsoring. Right now, through the link below, you can get a can of Halfday iced tea for free. Just shop at your local Whole Foods, enter in your receipt info in the link, and they'll pay you back. Super simple. Thank you for watching today, everyone. Keep calm and remain classy, and I'll see you in the next video. Love, Jennifer.